So welcome my dear students. So this is an important topic from your course MBT 202. It's nothing but the host pathogen relationship. So we have already discussed about microbial infection, microbial interaction between host and microbes and their causes, infection and interaction. What are the things are there? We have already discussed. So in this lecture tutorial, we'll talk about host pathogen relationship. Okay. So the terms infection and disease are not synonymous. Okay. This is the thing you need to understand. Infection and disease are not synonymous. So infection results when a pathogen invades and begins growing within the host. So this is nothing but the infection. So pathogen means like the bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa. These are the things, microbes. The pathogen when they causes uh, injury or damage of a particular body or tissues or organ. This is called the infection. Okay, and disease results when a consequences of invasion and growth of a pathogen tissue function is impaired. Okay, so disease, when we will call disease will call when the infection will spread out and the invasion, the growth of the pathogen. Okay, so when all the things will be at the advanced stage, suppose on infection in the lungs of a virus, so this is the infection of a viral infection. But disease will be there when it invasive growth will be occurred at the particular organ or tissues. So our bodies have defense mechanism to prevent infection, and should those mechanism fail to prevent disease after infection occurs. So that means, so once the infection is occur in our body, so if our body is enough eligible to prevent the infection, to fight against the pathogen, means the antigen, this is nothing but the innate immunity or spontaneous immunity, then we can defeat. Otherwise, if our body does not permit to fight against the infection or microbes, then it will be termed as disease, because once our immunity is fail, then disease will occur. Okay, so here is the chain of infection, how a microorganism infect a body and how diseases occur. So this is a actually chain. Is the infectious agent. Infectious agent means nothing but the microorganism, maybe a bacteria, fungus, protozoa, or even virus. The reservoir. So reservoir means where a place, particular place where they can produce their life cycle, they can reproduce, they can make multiple copies. Is the reservoir, is the tank. Then portal of exit. Portal of exit means a portion from where the microbes can exit, and then mode of transmission. Mode of transmission means the once they have exit, they have came out, so they will transmit into the host body. So portal of entry, then transmission to portal of entry. So like the mosquito is the dengue virus, they transmit the dengue virus, the portal of entry in the human blood. Okay, then susceptible host. The host means the body, once the pathogen is inserted, so it will be infected body. Okay, so this is the chain of infection, how a pathogen uh, inserted into the body and inserted or transmitted into the body and causes ultimately disease. So now, host infection and pathogen. So occurrence and spread of infection. Infection occurs when microorganisms, means the pathogen, invade sterile body tissues. Okay. So infectious disease occur when infection is associated with clinically manifested tissue damage. So the infection is generally occur at that particular space when the clinically manifested tissue is already damaged. The first step is the colonization, presence of microorganism on a body surface or in a lumen, but not producing disease. They will colonize. Okay, first once the transmission is done or finished, then all the pathogen will enter into a particular organ or will attack a particular organ or a tissue, and they will make colony. Then invasion of the tissue. Invasion means the injury or damage. So invasion of tissues, that is avoid immune system which does not actually follow the immune system. If your immune system is fail, then the invasion will be started. Organism have moved into tissues, cause disease. Okay. And then toxin production. Toxin production means once the pathogen is inserted in your body, they will start doing their normal metabolic activity, and due to normal metabolic activity they will produce some metabolites, primary metabolites, secondary metabolites, and some metabolites are toxic. So toxic chemicals will affect the body of particular tissue. And the host, a person or an animal, when a particular microbes transmit or enter into a host, it will cause infection followed by disease. So a person, what is a host? Host is a person or an animal who permits lodgement of an infectious disease agent under natural condition. Lodgement means giving the shelter. Giving the shelter, when a person or animal giving the shelter of infectious disease agent, means the infection causes bacteria or fungi or virus under the normal conditions. This is nothing but the host. Once an agent infect the host, the degree of severity of the infection will depends on the host ability of fight to the infection agent. That means once the pathogen is transmitted into the host body, automatically host body will work to fight against the pathogen. If the immune system fail, then infection will be occurred, and infection will be a severe condition, will be termed as disease. Okay. So up to this we can conclude here. We'll move in the another video regarding how the mechanism, how they entered into the host, what are the body parts, and how they affect the human organ or tissues. We'll discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching.